B&B back again, and we are streaming live from southeastern Wisconsin. And why do I make that a big deal? Because what you see now here on your screen is Mr. V8 alongside me, as always, is.
Gourmande.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hi.
Hello, and you see. You saw one card game last time, but this time you see another. This is Magic Arena. I've streamed this before, but at obscene hours of the day because that's when I like to operate. But also, I'm frustrated. My Green Bay Packers lost horribly, and I need to take it out on people in the world of Magic the Gathering Arena with my free to play model. So, I do not spend big bucks on this game, and as you know, I play what I can when I can, and that equates to our good old friend.
Yeah, what deck are we playing?
Oh, we're playing this red test deck that I've been fumbling with.
Cool.
So, I'll go over this deck. This is a mono red deck in the traditional sense of the current meta for standard Magic the Gathering. We have our Fervent Champions at 1, very familiar card. First Strike Haste deal, very popular, card lots of people are familiar with. Playing Fireblade Charger. As long as this guy's equipped, he has haste, and when he dies, he deals damage equal to his power to any target. That's kind of important. And then also at 1 we have 2 Spike Field Hazards, card I'm very happy with. It deals 1 damage to any target, and if that permanent is damaged in this way and it would be destroyed, it would be exiled instead of going to the graveyard. Now,
That's hype.
you like that?
Yeah.
Alright, also, this card can be played as comes into play tap red land in case of emergencies. Now, these 2 creatures also funnel into our next creature, which is sort of important to this deck. Rimrock Knight, very unassuming common, but if you follow Magic the Gathering metagame, you'll notice this card is played in spades in these mono red decks. Mostly for his adventure at 1 red mana, instantly giving a creature +2 power and 0 toughness until end of turn. Working very well with our first strike creature here when blocked by bigger creatures, and our Fireblade Charger. You can potentially squeeze into 6 damage from a creature by increasing his power to 3. The creature blocks, takes the 3 damage. Then, when he is destroyed at the time, his power would then be 3. Thus, he can deal 3 damage to any target he chooses. So this guy is very important. Not to mention, while he can't block, he is a 1/3 as well.
3/1?
Yes, he's a 3/1. You're right. Yeah. Also, a card that I have no regrets on spending 4 Mythic Wild cards on, Robert the Rich. Our good friend Robert of Loxley here is a reach and haste creature. He's also a rogue, which is very important in the metagame these days. And whenever he attacks, if the defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of their library. During any turn you've attacked with a rogue, you may cast those cards and spend mana as though it were any color to cast them. Very, very important. Another newer card from the newest set is Royal Eruption. It's for 1 and a red at sorcery speed. It deals 3 damage to any target, very similar to Lightning Strike, although it's at sorcery speed. The difference here is it can be kicked for 5, increasing the total card's cost to 7, and deal 5 damage to a target of your choosing instead. Then we have a card that's seeing a lot of play. I've been playing this card since it came out. Bonecrusher Giant with the Adventure Stomp for 1 and a red. That is at instant speed, says damage can be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target, and whenever he himself, the giant, as a creature, becomes target of a spell, it deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. He is a 4/3 creature for 3. Very good. And then we have Slaying Fire, another newish card. This is where my version of this deck and why this deck is a test kind of deviates from the norm. Slaying Fire deals 3 damage to any target, but if we use 3 red mana to cast the spell, it deals 4 damage instead. We're a mono red deck. We have no other sources other than red, so this is 100% of the time going to be 4 damage. And then we got good old Addix, very important card in this deck. He's a legendary enchantment creature for 1 and 2 red. His power is equal to the devotion to red, which means the number of red pips, little pips at the top of the card here, that we have in play. And when a creature dies, that's under our control, we replace it with one of those Satyr tokens you see on the right hand side of your screen, and if that creature was 4 or more power, we get 2 of those tokens instead. This also counts Annex himself. And another pet card of mine that I like to play is Phoenix of Ash at 1 and 2 red. It's a flying and haste 2/2 creature with a myriad of abilities, one being for 2 and a red. It gets +2 +0 until end of turn. You can escape it for 2 and 2 red, exile 3 other cards from your graveyard, and it comes back into play with a 1/1 counter on it.
Okay.
Alright, and last but not least, we got Trobrand, Thane of Redfell. He's a real simple guy. He's a legendary dwarf noble, and if a red source would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals 2 more additional points of damage to that source. We got then for our land base, 18 mountains, 4 Castle Embereth, and something you can note that's missing from this deck, although I do own them and you may see them if I switch decks to my usual red deck, is Embercleave. I usually play 3 to 4 Embercleave in a deck. That's not in the deck this time. I want to see if this deck works well without it. Got replaced by Slaying Fire. I think this card is really good. We're going to be playing the best of 1 format with standard ranked.
Wow.
Best of 1 format.
That's a little heavier in mana than I was expecting. 22 lands.
Yeah.
24 if you count the flips.
I don't count the flips, but they're nice to have. I just know this is a Magic Arena thing. A Magic Arena works on a what you could call a formula.
Okay, so I'll let you explain it to the viewers. I am aware of it, but it's good to explain it.
Yeah, the formula that it works on, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but the gist of it, from what I can gather, is when they assign you an opening hand, they choose from 2 hands and then give you a choice whether you want to mulligan the hand that they picked for you.
Yeah, and the way they tend to evaluate that is they look at how much mana is in the hand, so how many lands are in the hand, versus how many spells and how many bits of magic. And so they try to give you the more balanced hand.
Yep. So what you want is, as far as the hand goes, ideally, as I click to play here, what you usually want is usually around, even in this deck, you want about 2 to 3 mana and the rest in spells. Any hand with 4 or more mana is a hand that's you can consider for mulliganing. Now, I'm frustrated with my sports team's loss being a green white. See, this is a hand as an instant mulligan. Now, the reason why is because I have no plays until turn 3. So, yeah, this doesn't do it. This, on the other hand, is excellent. We're actually going to, believe it or not, get rid of a land here. We're going to send a land back, a basic land, as we can play everything in our hand except this Slaying Fire. Playing against the meta right now, which is blue-black control / rogues of some sort. We're going to start off hot, as we like to do with our red decks around here.
Yep. Okay.
By getting in for 1 point of damage here with Fervent Champion. Alright, our opponent's on keeping up mana here, so we're kind of a red deck, so we're priced in to just doing the thing. So what that means is we're just going to play, and if our opponent has it, they have it. No tricks here, except damage.
Okay.
So we're going to get in with our haste creatures, and we're going to see what Robert the Rich gets for us. Alright, yeah. So that kind of tells the story on our opponent's deck a little bit. They're playing more of a control variant. We know this because they're playing larger spells. The rogues, quote-unquote, variant, as we draw a Castle Embereth, very good here, we're just going to attack and see what happens. We're going to hold our Royal Eruptions up. No reason to use them yet. We kind of want to do something I like to call... Yeah. This was expected. Our opponent playing control spell, basically something along the lines of destroy target creature. We're fine with this.
Okay.
So we're going to play a bit conservative here and just Beat up on our opponent. Ah, yes. The fourth land. That puts Trollbrand online. Now we have to be careful about that because our opponent is keeping up mana. So since they're playing a more controlling variant, counter spells are lurking their behinds. So we're just going to attack. Normally you'd want to play, if you were going to play Trollbrand before combat, as he does influence the damage numbers. Alright, next. See, we're not doing what's called overextending, which is playing too many cards. As you see, our opponent just cycled a counter spell that is very telling for us. We like to see that. We very much like to see that.
So I'm not 100% up on standard right now. Is there anything like Thoughtseize in the format?
There is. It's a 2-mana version. It's similar. There's Duress, as always, which is a pretty evergreen card. So yes, there are cards. There's a myriad of cards that have a similar effect of they can go in your hand and they can pick out your things.
Yeah. So that's actually my only fear with keeping stuff back like that, especially against a blue-black deck.
It's true, but we have enough. Instant speed stuff, which is our one thing. Really, all they would take is this. And that's all we're really concerned with. Okay, this is actually very good here. We're actually going to spend this at our opponent, the 2 damage. Now, because this is fine. This is what we want. That's fine. We're more concerned with them getting rid of this.
Yeah.
So, it's not time for this yet, believe it or not. Okay, Spike Field Hazard. How do I feel about that? I don't.
I'd actually play it as the land here.
That's considered. I could consider that. But what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to just play this.
Okay.
9 times out of 10 he has it, but we have to get a move on here. Wow. Okay, that's very good. Now we're not going to play this as a land because this hit the thing because numbers.
Right. No. Exactly.
Yeah.
I would have hedged more.
That's fair. It's fair. That depended on whether or not that went through. Yeah. This we're not concerned with. Now, we're actually going to keep Spikefield Hazard because we drew that land. So he's got 1 open mana, which is fine. This is why we keep these and we do not spend them. We'd rather spend them on creatures. This clears the way for our Fervent Champion to get in there. Notice this little bitty 1/1, the little engine that could here, putting in as much work as possible. Now, I'm hesitant usually to play this as a land because I like the 1 damage to just fling at my opponent if necessary.
Yeah, I totally get that.
If I wanted to play 2...
My thought was to try and draw out his counters, although he's playing more control as creature destruction.
That's fine. Now he had to waste one of his bigger spells, or should I say waste? Spend one of his bigger, more flashy spells on our little bitty 1/1 here, so that's fine. Ah, very good. We drew a Robber of the Rich. This is actually quite good. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this, and we're gonna go for it. See what we get. We got access back to Lockfield. This Serpent here. It's 4 or 5. Now here's what we're gonna do. Provided this lives, all right. I'm gonna try to play this guy. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna go next. Now I'm gonna play this as a land and see if this lives and I can attack with it. I can play this big creature.
Yep.
That may or may not end the game here. It all depends on what our opponent here does. Realistically, the chances are likely that this is dead.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
So, what's the win con on those decks?
That big creature you just saw, things of that nature.
Okay.
All right. So, this does 5 points of damage, so I'm going to spend this now. It's 4. Get this here. If I can draw the next land, I actually have it here. So, yeah, we're just going to spend. And that's 7, ladies and gentlemen. Exactsies, as we like to call it here in the Magic the Gathering world. Kaboom! And that's why you hold on to those good old-fashioned burn spells for dear life. Yeah, you clutch them to your chest and you let nobody know. That's why we do that. You actually Gourmande were correct. The Spikefield Hazard did get played as a land, so doing so wouldn't have been out of the question.
So my thoughts there are, I'm looking at the fact that you were still holding 2 other burn spells.
Fair.
So, I wanted to get over the minimum to cast Gourmande.
That's fair. Yeah, you generally want to cast this. Gourmande ends up more as a combat trick. He influences combat, so most of the time that's how he's played. This hand, although it's at 2 mana, it's keepable. Because we do have Spikefield Hazard to get to Slaying Fire if necessary. Okay, this is kind of a problem. This is a Ruin Crab here. We like to call these types of opponents a sweat, which means they spend actual hard-earned cash on their deck. You can tell by their sleeves. We are in trouble here. This card is the bane of my existence, and you will find out why very shortly. Just like to rearrange my hand there. Nothing really I can do with Ruin Crab on the field. Yeah, this is another controlling variant of black and blue, which you will be seeing quite a bit. It is the 2 best colors in Standard right now, according to everyone. Not named me, I guess.
Keep an eye out for your Phoenix, though.
Yes, that's one of the reasons we do play that in a deck. Very good here. Okay, so what we can do is we can play this. Now, he's got 1 creature as opposed to our 2, so we're going to attack. He'll probably block this, which is fine. We'll get in for 1 point of damage. We have to get in somehow. Yep. That draws a Heartless Act, a card everybody's playing, so we have no attacks here. I'm considering spending a Slaying Fire on this, unfortunate as that may be. Ooh, we kind of needed all those cards. Yeah, this is going quite sour for us. Yep. So what this version of this deck's plan is to do, as we can deal our 1 damage, is going to 1 for 1 all our creatures. That means we're going to spend 1 spell to deal with 1 of our creatures 1 at a time. It's very annoying, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. So with him only having the 1 island, I took the chance that I had then to destroy that Ruin Crab. It's been milling us down. Yep. Yeah. Had we not done that, we would have got milled for 6 cards. Alright. I don't like the idea of playing... this adds green to the mix, so now the plot thickens. We don't have a lot of plays here, unfortunate as that may be. So we're going to play both of these creatures here.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, this game is kind of out of our hands, but there's not really much we can do. Now notice all this struggling and hardship we've been doing with... I didn't attack there because it was kind of moot. Yep.
Okay.
This card is very annoying. It has a myriad of abilities, and it just does everything for this deck.
Yeah, you are racing right now.
And I can't, and it's a race I'm not inclined to win. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. They've kind of fallen right into my hands. I suspect this is going to get countered, but we shall see. Oh, they didn't. Okay, so they're going to learn that Death Touch does not work against first strikers.
You have to actually get to the damage step in order for Death Touch to work.
And they did not. Our little combo here is going to be a thing, so here's what we're going to do. This is going to allow us to attack with both of our creatures here. We may be able to, as it were, turn the corner as our opponent is low on... they block.
Whichever one blocks, the other one gets +2.
Yep. So that did that. Yeah, they basically, this card just allowed them to draw 4 cards. But, as annoying as that is, they don't have the mana. So bang, bang, zoom, pow, and then we're going to actually play this as a creature in order to increase our board presence. Yep, as expected. They're going to play, I think, Lurrus to their hand this turn. If I had to, okay. So here's what we do. We could risk this or this. So we're going to risk this first. This makes the biggest impact. Of course. Yep. So this card won them the game. This card right here. Because they were able to reload. So it doesn't quite matter. We're still going to attack with this. Because we don't care.
Okay.
Yeah. Took damage. As expected. They played that. So what this does, yeah. Let y'all get a good read on that. And they draw 4 more cards, because of course they do. Alright. They're gonna attack with this. We're gonna double block it. There's the 3rd Rune Crab. Just to mill me for shiggles, so I can't really attack here. Yep. I'm down to 23 cards in my deck. They haven't even damaged me yet. I draw the worst possible thing I could draw out of the deck. We're not going to play it. Now what do I destroy here? I have to blow up something. Yep, so here comes a counter spell, but we're going to do it anyways, so we don't want to be milled out. So we're going to call out what we do. This can't block our Rimrock Knight, so we're going to attack with it anyways. Our opponent doesn't care. We're holding this card in our hand is just to deter our opponent, make them believe we're bluffing, basically. We really don't. Nothing in our deck costs more than 4, so. There's Lurrus, and they get to play all of these Rune Crabs back. As if that wasn't annoying, we have to play this on Lurrus. Combat, just keep swinging away with this. That's fine. Their plan is to mill me out. It's looking good. Now, hopefully that's the only Lurrus in their deck. Sure, you can have a point of damage. Neat. Yep. This card, quite annoying. It's really good. Rune Crab's gonna mill me out. They were able to replay that Rune Crab thanks to Lurrus. I'm now without any cards in my hand. There's a Phoenix of Ash, which is a very important card that might get us close to winning this game. Alright, what do we draw here? They're probably gonna start attacking for this for no reason. Oh, yeah, they got rid of it out of our deck with this card because everything has been thought of already. We drew the worst possible thing in our deck, and we concede. There was no winning. We had no attacks. We had no plays. We had nothing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are at gold rank 3 as the season has just started over. I usually get to about platinum, then I call it quits. Not because I don't think I can get further, but without spending money, I will not have the ability to get further than platinum. He said, why don't you spend money if you like this so much? Because I just don't have it. But, yeah, this hand is fine. Keep. This is going to be a green red deck, which has been running around popular. Alright, we're going to play this first, because this would come into play tapped unless we control a mountain. Fervent Champion, and the same verse just repeated. The same soup just reheated, as it were. Alright, what do we got? Red. Yep, Fireblade Charger. We're actually going to use this. No, we're not. What do we do here? We're just attacking. It's kind of pointless. We'll just block. And then kill our guy with the residual damage. It's fine. We actually don't care about that.
You're not going to use Rimrock Knight?
No, it wouldn't matter here. If I block this, this ability will destroy my creature anyways. So what I'm going to do instead, the 2 points of damage wouldn't have mattered. as you can see, the ability is going to just run my creature. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to just play Rimrock Knight's creature. You get a board presence. I suspect green mana, or we could be playing the Mirror Mage. It's entirely possible. This is also mono red. Oh, it's red-white. So, equipment of some sort. Yeah. What's this? Power equal to party. Okay, they're playing some sort of party shenanigans. So we're just going to use our Giant's ability here to just dispense of that.
Yeah.
And we're just going to attack. Not using Rimrock Knight just yet. Just yet. We're going to give them one more turn to see what they
party
got.
is cleric, wizard, rogue, fighter.
Warrior.
Warrior.
Warrior. They didn't want to make fighter, so they made warrior instead.
Well, warrior already existed, and they were.
Exactly. Alright, what does this do now? Whenever it attacks.
If I were them, I would have. But that would have been made it way more complicated.
Our friend here only has one power, so.
Toughness?
Yeah, one toughness, I should say. Excuse me. So we're gonna use this on this creature. And just attack for 3. It's that simple. The idea is clear the path and get into the juicy bits. All right. Oh, and annex. Okay, this makes things a little. What we were really hoping for was a land to play one of our troll brands here, but we have options. I like getting this Phoenix into play now.
Yeah, flying haste.
We're still gonna attack with everything.
Okay.
Rimrock Knight can't block, so it's kind of pointless. I'd rather deal with the token that he'll get from this as opposed to this itself.
Yeah. That makes sense. If we want that token off the board, however, it can't block, so we'd have to zap it.
Right. I'm not necessarily worried about a 1/1.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Okay. Now this is really good. Our opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Bingo! Hooray! Now, I know what you're thinking. You're gonna play troll, but you're gonna play this just dwarf real quick first. No, I'm actually gonna set up for it. I'm gonna play this first for a bigger turn down the line. I'm not really concerned with what my opponent's presenting here, so what I'm going to do is just attack with this Phoenix. I'm setting up for a bigger turn. Is the plan. Yeah, 1 point of damage at this point. Okay, let me see. Warrior. Yeah, they get 1, so that I take 2 points here. The party mechanic, yeah, I'm not gonna block. I smell shenanigans. If I was to block there, I believe my opponent, yep, that's completely fine. While Embercleave is an excellent card, and I do play it myself, the 6 points I'm gonna get here, I'm not really all that worried about. Yeah, I'm not concerned here. Alright, so we're gonna play as Castle Emberth. Now we play our friend here. Next, we attack with this. This attacking is kind of meh, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually considering blocking with Trollbrand here, as we have a second one. That's actually fine. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to play this here to get in 2 more points of damage. And if our opponent here doesn't have a way to get rid of our Phoenix here, that's GG's. That might be it. Let's take a read here.
I am the last of the ancients,
Make a
and my
warrior. I
will
can attach.
reigns
Look at attach these cards and equipment. Put it in your hand and this.
My wrath
Yes.
blade.
Now the funny part.
So right now that's only 2 damage, but they can.
Now, the good part is we can just do this. Boop, boop, boop. And because it has haste, and it will come with an extra token, which it didn't matter anyways because Trollbrand. So, we're going to just play this for insurance, and we're going to attack with everything at use. I believe that's GG's. GG's! Alright. One down. On with the war. Bling, bling. Oh! Uh-oh. We made it! Gold rank 2. Alright. One down. On with the next one. Now we get to celebrate with a little bit of sugar water.
And artificial sweetener water.
Yeah. Today's drink of beverage of choice is an Arizona herbal tonic and a Rockstar Zero Sugar Fruit Punch.
Yep.
Alright. We're going to go into these store right now, and we're going to go into packs, get another pack, and for those who are willing to stay with us till the end of the stream, we're going to open all 6 of these bad boys. Or girls, depending on how you feel about it. So, our red test deck has been doing okay. Now we're going to actually see the results with this deck. Now this deck, this is a different deck that we've been trying. It's very similar construction, except we have this, which is a sorcery that deals 4 damage, costs 2 mana, but does not have the luxury of being able to hit an opponent, but it can deal damage to a creature, planeswalker. We also play another one of these. We play 3 Embercleave in this deck, and we play 2 Kurgan Intimidator. This is a card I've been trying. I found interesting. I haven't quite made good use of yet, but as of right now, I'm not completely impressed. But he still has a chance. So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually try this version of the red deck out. Yep, 2021 red. We're going to try this version of the deck out and see if it's any better. If the Embercleaves and various different spells make a difference. What'd you think of that last configuration we had for that red deck, Gourmande?
I would have liked to see a piece of equipment in there. I know why there wasn't any, but yeah, I thought it might have been better with a piece of equipment in there.
This is the only real piece of equipment I can think of. I mean, if you can find me a better one.
No, better, no. There are other pieces of equipment that could work, but I don't know that there's anything better.
I'm going to take this hand because now we have our little combo here, and we have a Thundering Rebuke, which is pretty good card.
There's no way I would skip on this hand.
Yeah, it's a pretty fair hand. This happens every so often. You get an opponent who's just not with it. Oh, we get first place, so we're going to go with the classic here. Good old Fervent Champion, just doing his thing. I actually don't have any pets, so I don't use any. You can actually get a Black Lotus as a pet, like the flower. Okay, so they play Archfiend's Vessel, so that tells, so I'm surprised we didn't see Aluris here. It may be lurking inside their deck. This is a sacrifice-style kind of deck. Aristocrats, if you will. It could just be mono black. There's a lot of things going on here. So, we're just going to attack. There's a good possibility of a block. There's no block here. It's fine. So what we're going to do is, next damage, we're going to actually play this as a creature. The reason we're going to play this as a creature as opposed to using its ability at least once is we want to get Embercleave's cause down as soon as possible. Also, this deck does not match up as well. So we have this here. This gains them life. As you can see, their cards are gaining them life. Excellent draw here. So what that's going to allow us to do is we're going to use this here whilst we have a chance before that gets too much defense for us, and we're actually going to just attack here. Yep, this powers this up, so these 2 cards work in tandem because he is a knight.
Yep.
The Rimrock Knight. I'm actually very pleased with that outcome. It's a fine trade for me. I'm fine with you playing another one of these. I'm playing a bit fast and loose here, but there's not a whole lot we can do. Yeah. Phoenix of Ash, perfect. Sometimes with these different styles of decks, you have to... I needed to know if he was playing mono black or not. is to change my strategy. So I pushed a little there to see what I was gonna get.
Okay, I can understand that.
Uh, I sacrificed this creature's ability for a little information. As you can see from one of our previous games, the 3 points of damage can sometimes just get you.
Yeah. You're going to be unlikely to escape that Phoenix, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's playing Cling to Dust here. So, what do we have here? We have, okay, Lifelink Madness. Okay, so we have 5 mana, I believe. So, if we attack with both of these, we can play Ember Cleave here. So, let's do that. This is an instant. This is a sorcery. Alright, let's just attack. Let's see what we get. Yep. So we're gonna let him declare blockers. We're going into blocker phase. Perhaps we can squeeze out some surprise damage with Ember Cleave here. No, he's not. He's gonna choose not to block, so we're gonna go for the larger creature. I totally suspect this creature to just be destroyed, but the 6 points of damage here is worth it. 7, I should say. So we're gonna use this as just damage to our opponent and possibly win the game next turn. He'll get 3 points back in lifelink, so we'll see. Ah, that's a problem. Okay. What this does, just for the people at home to see. Yeah. Yeah, yeps indeed. Okay, cool. So we like the fact that our opponent's tapped out, so we have to do this. Much to our chagrin. I'm going to play this creature here, because there's not to, and we're going to just attack with everything. Yes, they're gaining a little life here, but we have board presence, and that's most important.
Fair.
That's most important. They have 2 Castle Lockwains, which I'm not necessarily a fan of them having. They have the ability to draw cards. They have card advantage, obviously, right? Because we have no cards in our hand. But what we do get to do is we could play this again. Now, we could equip this, which we're going to do. We're going to equip this here. Now, a little known ability that this creature has is I can equip things for 3 less. And this is 3 to equip, so I get a free equip there. God, can I play my...
No, you don't have enough cards in graveyard.
That's fair. Alright, so we're just going to attack here.
Gonna stomp them and get board advantage?
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. You called it, Gourmande. You called it. The plays are not incredibly out of the ordinary, but it's all about sequencing with these mono red decks. It's all about how you sequence and there are decisions to be made, and our opponent packs it in. They were at a 13. While they were at a 3-card advantage, they were at a 13-point life deficit. So that's what's most important here. All right. Oh, we get what? Oh wait, did I just get like sleeves for just having them? Let's check. Let's check. We go into our decks. We'll check our deck here. Let's go to this. Did I just get like? Wait. Hold on. What's going on here? There we go. Yeah. I just got some funky sleeves just for playing. Cool. Now, if this was a perfect world, I'd have these sleeves because this is my favorite card of all time as Lightning Bolt, but you have to spend cashola for that. I do have these sleeves and these sleeves that I don't often use. I prefer the good old-fashioned Magic border. I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to switch. Actually, I have this as my default because I like it. Or I would have these. These are really cool. But my favorite sleeves in the whole game. My favorite sleeve. Oh, we gotta go to store. If they still have them, even. My favorite sleeves in the whole game. There they are. Bang, right here. Good old Soul Ring. Look at that. Soul Ring, exquisite. That's just cool. Now I'm gonna show something else that's pretty cool that I like. Just for fun, because I'm mostly showing Gourmande a lot of this stuff, just so Gourmande can see. Look at this thing. As a pet. It's a black lotus. That's neat. That's just neat. Alright, we're just enough meandering. Alright, let's give it another go. So we went, I would say we were up on wins with our last deck before this one. Oh, strike first, huh? Okay, now this hand. This hand's a bit slow, but it's playable. Evercleave makes this a playable hand. It's a bit of the long game, but I think I can hedge this.
Okay.
I can hedge this card. So we're playing another slow deck. Now this is good for us that they played a land that's tapped here. This gives us a jump.
I would have possibly mulliganed that.
It's fair. It's fair. Alright, so
But then again, you're playing less one drops than I would play, I think.
that's fair. So this creature here, right? This creature's this is gonna just be annoying for us, so we're gonna have to stone this card. We had plays on 2. We had plays with 2 mana, that's why I kept this hand. So this, I'm puzzled. Now this card is very different. I suspect possibly, okay, this person's just playing, I don't know what. So
It's probably another mill deck.
it's like a self-mill deck, I want to say.
It may be.
I don't believe this creature can block because they only have 3 in their graveyard. 4 more can't block unless you have 4 more cards in hand. Okay.
So it can block.
It can block. So no attacks there. Yeah, this card's kind of annoying. Yeah, I have a couple of these myself. I tried making a deck with these before, a blue version. Didn't go as well as I like. I have a couple of decks on this thing I could try for fun. I mostly play this as a competitive deal. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to get annexed down first. Just kind of... No, there's not going to be any attacks here. Problem, big problem. We're giving this person time. Whatever they got. Time is money, and we're giving these guys time. One Tarnation. Alright, that's whenever you cast an instant or wizard spell. Ah, that's different. Sure. Okay, I think this person's just playing all their best cards. I don't see any sleeves here, so... Intriguing. Okay. Let's think. So we need 4 creatures in order to get this, so we're gonna play this. Our plan here is we're gonna build up to a big Embercleave. That's the plan. There's really not a whole lot else we can do. Now, we're gonna keep this up because if this does become a 4-1, we can blow this to bits.
Yep.
Now, I'm very tempted to attack with Annex here, but I don't think it's the correct play. So, I'm not going to do it. Something's awfully fishy going on around here. In the words of Elmer Fudd, or awfully screwy.
Yeah, screwy.
I don't trust this. I really don't trust this. They're gonna play something wacky.
Do you ever trust blue?
Sometimes. I trust that, yeah, they probably have a counterspell. Yeah. Like, I believe 100% my next thing is getting counterspell. There are times I can... Those odds look in the favor of, yeah, like we played those other decks. I trusted those decks to have things in their hand. You got stuff. You got stuff. Alright. So, this person looks new. Wait, what? Return target. Okay, sure. It's kind of what we want. So we're gonna resolve all here. What on earth? Uh-oh. Womp 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 womp. It's looking bad for our heroes. So best we can hope to do here is this. This is kinda, yeah.
Each player mills 4.
Yep, it's kinda bad. But we can't get this off the board, so some damage, we got a little bit of damage. And they got 3 cards in their hand, so this can't block. So that's important here. That's important here. At 5, this would go to 2. I have a Castle Embers in my hand, so the next turn, mills 4 cards for a creature. Really? You just get whatever you want. This card's really good. Okay. Yep. Oh, no, good. No attacks. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. Just pass. Oh, wow. What an interaction here. Yikes. Oh, yeah. It's all going down the tubes now. But it's fine. Evercleave, man, get us there. Come on, Excalibur. Alright. Yeah, no, that was silly. Like, what did he play to even do that? Like, how? What was it?
It was an ability of the other big Thassa. The Thassa Deep Dwelling.
This? No, yeah, something like that. Alright, so, we're gonna stick to the plan here.
Thassa Deep Dwelling has, at the end, Flicker.
Yeah, no, I know how this worked. I'm trying to think of how he got this in play the first time before Thassa, because this and Thassa came in play at the same time. So, okay, here's what we gotta do.
Well, the Garuda put Thassa in play.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Not 100% sure how he got the Garuda in play. It might have a...
That's funny!
Escape.
So, we just got it unsummoned thanks to our thing, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah! Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, well, whatever. You can have this. You can definitely have that. I can go right back to the old hand. Soup! Okay, now let's go next to blockers. Ah, yes. Very good. That's what we like to see. Now, I might have been given this the ability to block now, but I'm kind of not worried about that. That's fine. You don't have a lot of good blocks here.
He might double block.
That's fine. That's actually what we want.
Because you get to choose the order.
Yes, I do. So, that now...
I miss banding.
Yeah, banding. Good old banding where your opponent does not get to choose that order. No, they don't. It's not how that works. So, it's looking like our Phoenix here is going to get the... double blocked.
No. Banding is...
What are you doing?
Attacks in a band.
Yeah, they attack as though they were one giant creature.
The ability I'm thinking of is not banding.
Alright, I gotta think here.
It is...
If I give this to this, this will go through that. This will die, but that's okay. And it's looking like Annex is getting Excalibur.
Swiss cheese memory.
It's looking like Annex is getting Excalibur here. Of course. Always have it. Rule number 6. Well, it was fun once upon a time. We still have a chance at this game, as we're 5 points up. They'd have to spend their entire turn casting this, which I'm kind of okay with. They'll get this interaction again. They get to attack. We're going to take a bunch of points. We're going to take 5, 11, 14, 15, I want to say, damage here, if they attack with other creatures. So yeah, this game's pretty much over. Because we can't pull 17 points out of our butt. So yeah, this game is over. So whatever they were doing was cool. They're gonna make us sacrifice a creature. Yes, game's over. GG's. Combination of Garuda and Thassa's too good. Too rich for our blood.
Okay. Not a mill deck, it's a... I used my graveyard as a second hand deck.
Yeah, it was what's called a self-mill deck.
Still, I mean, yeah, but in my mind, a self-mill deck is one where you win because of the milling. And directly because of the milling, not because you got something into your graveyard because of milling.
Sure, they could call. I guess you can call it a reanimator style deck then, if you want.
That's more what I would think of it as. Yeah.
I'd call it a combo deck. It was a combo deck.
Yeah, it is a combo deck.
Well, this hand's playable, so we're gonna.
It actually looked like a fun combo deck. Not gonna lie.
It's expensive. I'll give you that. More of this. Whoa, I can do without. So many thieves, guild enforcers. Go away, rogues. Why is it always rogues? They don't steal my deck, they steal my time. I'd be so happy if I never had to see this deck ever again. Everybody plays this deck wrong too. They should be playing Luris. You should be playing Luris. Look at all the things they got to do in one turn. Look at all the things I don't get to do in one turn. So we're priced in. We have to get rid of this. This card is just too good. It's just that good, folks. And we didn't draw our third land, so now we're probably gonna lose. Yup, there goes land number 3. Just milled off the deck and it got 4. Boom! There it is, folks. We have a small chance. What can we do here? We can do this. We have to stem the bleeding here, and they're spending cards at an unreasonable clip, so the idea here is we live long enough to turn the corner, or that means play, why do they mill? Like, that's too good. Magic the Gathering. Wizards, creatures doing consistent milling that's not based on their effect, just doing it is too good. We might have made it. May have made it. We have to blow up all our creatures. Now we're back at square one. So we have a turn because they can't attack us. Yes, we might have gotten there. Huzzah! We're gonna play this Annex first. I suspect this card's gonna get destroyed. Yep. It's a rogue.
Okay.
Gadwick the Wizen's gonna draw them 3 cards. That's an okay card, I guess. No, it's gonna draw them 1 card. And I'm not really concerned with this right this second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this. Yeah, we're gonna replay that. Now we could play this, or we could hold up this.
I'd hold up the Rimrock in case you get through.
You can hold a Rimrock Knight. Like these decks, these guys, these cards, this is power creep at its finest. Like, look at all the things this guy does for 2 mana. That's an uncommon, ladies and gentlemen. Power creep. Yep. Tap all your stuff down. Yep, didn't matter. Should have played that creature. Gotta take 3 points. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this. This will give us 2 pips. And of course, it's Essence Scatter every time. You can have it. I just want something. I need something. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I know this can't block, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways, because he was just gonna cast a blue spell. Tap it down anyways. Yeah, this is getting kind of ominous. Whenever a rogue attacks, you know how many creatures that is? I don't even think I played this that bad. I just think, yup. Here comes big granddaddy rogue. He's gonna go on my. What's he gonna take? Because like the song says, you can have it all. Yeah, he took my Phoenix of Ash because of course he did. This is when I get really interested in conceding. Life is not worth. Life becomes very hard to deal with. But we just do this. I just can't stand these two colors anymore. Like I've played so many. Well, thanks. Thanks, guy. Now what's cool about this combination is that's a lot of pips. Yep. That's why we attack with all, because we can block. So he can't just run us over. But he's gonna play a blue spell and we just lose. So play the blue spell. Yep. Boop. There's not a whole lot we could have done here. I don't know about this Embercleave, folks. It's a good card, but I don't know.
Actually, I think Annex is hurting your deck more than Embercleave is.
I don't think it's Annex's fault.
I do, because you're playing him more than you should. More aggressively than you should, I think.
Well, I mean, it's kind of pointless to not... You got to get him on the field because of the second ability to hedge all the stuff. So he works best when you have a bunch of stuff. Like this hand's fine. This hand's actually perfect because we got 1, 2, 3. So it works out. We got some knuckleballs. So I get what you're saying. I do understand your positioning here. Playing against... Oh! We're playing against a 70 card deck. Okay. This will be a treat for everybody who likes watching me lose. If anybody. So this is a blue-white control deck. Possibly with black in it. Now here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna play a lot of cards, and I'm gonna lose very quickly. Yep. Actually, no. This is gonna take, now that we've seen this, I know what versus deck they're playing. It's gonna actually take forever. So we wanna play this. Because they're gonna get a wall next turn, and we want something to get over that wall.
Do they have a lot of life gain in the deck?
Yes. And a lot of small warrior stuff. Like this card's gonna gain them 2 life. Well, they have 70 cards in their deck. They have to because of this.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Or actually 80 cards, I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Either way, we need to start playing some stuff. So, but this is actually when we do play Annex.
Yeah, I would have agreed with that.
Okay. Yep, saw that coming. So we're gonna attack. We'll be looking for him to block here. He's not gonna do it. Oh, cool. I don't like your wall much either. Walls are only as good as the people who protect them. Chat, never forget that. Boom, there's 2 life. It's fine. Yep. We have a Phoenix. And we're not gonna play that Phoenix just yet. We're gonna play those little bitty creatures though. Because we have to do as much damage as possible as quickly as possible. That's where Embercleave comes in. We can already play Embercleave next turn with these 2 attacks, so that's the plan here. But just gonna spam board wipes, so there you go. But that's kind of good because of this. We got 5. Let's do it. It doesn't actually kind of matter. We have no way of interacting with our graveyard otherwise, so which cards we choose is moot. We just want the damage. This is going to be nice and annoying for these guys. This is a pet card of mine. A lot of people do not like this card. I think this card is excellent. It's a recurring threat. How many do we have here? 5? We can already play this. Alright, let's do it. Let's go. Let's get our Embercleave counter, shall we? See, this is where I trust the blue deck. See, I trust them. They have it. I know. You don't believe me. I believe you. I believe that you have it. You're going to counter my spell. But that's fine. It's fine. Because if you don't have it here, you take 6 points. So, yep. Big fancy counter spell. Basically the new version of the blue
Cryptic Command.
Cryptic Command, that's it. Yep.
It took me way longer to think of that than it should have.
Yep, and 2 of these, so we're gonna sneak this guy into play whilst we can. Fireblade Charger. We're 10 points up here, folks. That's our chance. Whilst he has 2 Angel Warriors, there's not really a whole lot we can do. He's using mana by the, he's spending mana by the clip, so we're fine.
Do those angels have vigilance?
No, they have flag. Little wings here, you can see.
Yeah. Vigilance is an eyeball?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's like a shield with 2
Okay.
spears going across it or something like that. Alright, that's kind of good. Alright, let's think here.
So if you did robber,
We could play, now we have options, chat. We could play this and this all at the same time to put as much pressure on him as possible. Or we could play this and keep up this 2 points of damage. I actually like doing that.
yeah, I like keeping up the 2 points of damage as well.
Now, it's a good chance. The odds are not in our favor, but they have only 2 cards left. So, we have a,
Also,
we have a chance here.
if you draw another land, you get access to that shatter. What's it called? It wasn't shatter. That spell they have exiled.
Yeah. It was, oh, yeah. No, that's actually what we wanted. We wanted to protect Trollbrand here. It's fine. Phoenix can be destroyed. That's fine with us. We'll get it back soon. This is just a bane of their existence right now. They just really are not happy with this card.
Shatter the sky.
That's fine.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's fine with me. You would have been right. I did have access to a Shatter the Sky.
You were 1 matter short of having it. You didn't. It costs 4. That's why I said you need 1 more mana. You need 6 in order to
They
get
put
it.
this in their hand. Okay, I see. Now, we have decisions. We can,
They are tapped out, so
yeah, we have decisions here. We could just play this by itself. Well, that just gets us to Shatter the Sky, so we can do that next turn. We need a mana. So, the play is to play this. Yup, goodbye Ember Cleave. You baited out the counter spell. Good enough.
you can't access it anyway, so...
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. He's going to scry 1 using his Maze Mind Tome. This is a card I'm a big fan of, by the way. Alright, so we're going to go for the 4 points whilst we have the chance. Alright, now they're down to 2. So that means in our deck we got a lot of outs here.
They do have a big turn coming up, though.
That's fine. Yeah, they're going to take our Phoenix. Phoenix goes under this. That's fine. They're going to blink something, which is going to allow them to blink this to get that. Oh, they're also going to blink. They get 2 cards to blink? Oh, no, they're just going to scry? Okay.
They could actually blink any number.
Yeah, they didn't choose everything, though.
Yeah. Well, if they blink the Sky Glaive, they have to reselect it.
No, I don't get this back. This card actually works quite differently. I would,
really?
Yeah, I would get this with the Desert
Oh, yeah,
Eruption
you get
token.
an XX Blue Illusion. Weird.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to play this. It doesn't need counter. Now, we could play this. Actually, we are going to play this. Yeah. And we're not going to attack. Actually, we do attack here. We very much attack. Well, no, we don't. I thought I could attack with this. No.
Yeah.
So no attacks. So the plan is we're going to swing with this, not spend any mana, and possibly use the Shatter the Sky we got from this guy.
And
If,
hopefully draw a Robber of the Rich or a Bone Crusher Giant for the kill.
yes. Alright, Solemn Simulacrum here is going to spend 4 of their mana. Please take the Bone Crusher Giant. Thank you. They don't know that we got one of these. They could check, but I don't think they checked that we got one of these.
Yeah.
So
or they don't remember. Like, so if you were playing against me, I would just remember.
Really?
Yes,
Okay, well, we'll see.
because that's how my mind works.
Well, we'll see what they remember. They have one card in their hand. Now,
I would have looked when you played your Robber of the Rich what you got.
you
and
can look
I
at
would have
this.
remembered.
You also can look at this pile at any time. So
You
now,
can.
now notice they have 3 mana open. So here's the prediction here, folks. Watch them have it. The counter spell is going to stop me from winning this game. Watch them have it. This is where we trust Blue. I'm trusting Blue. They got it. Of course they got it. Either that or they're going to be real, or this is going to be the highlight of the stream. I don't care what happens to these creatures. I think they kind of know what's up here. That's fine. He wants his thing to get killed. He wants this to die. That's fine. I just want all their stuff to go away. Okay, that's fine. He gets to draw a card. That can resolve. I'm okay with you drawing a card. It was bound to happen anyways. Play this. Here comes the, of course. Womp 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 womp. There was no coming back from that. He got to scry 2 cards at his leisure every turn, and he was just gonna keep bopping us for 4. He had 6 points. We couldn't make up the difference. NX wasn't doing it by his lonesome. So far I'm liking this deck better. Let's get his deck. I'm gonna try. Now, would that deck done better against these current decks we played? Who knows? Yep. Now you could say the card he drew off the Simulacrum could have been that negate, but we'll never know. So usually, based on my personal preferences, this is where we mulligan. Yeah, this is a much better turn. You get to go back in the deck. Green. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we got a second Fervent Champion. This is really good because they power each other up. So, this is just hard to fight against because every time he casts a creature with adventure, he draws a card. He's going to draw a lot of cards off of this. Yup. This is Red-Green Adventures. Very popular mana deck. But we drew triple Fervent Champion to fight this nonsense. So, to borrow a phrase from Gourmande, this is very hype. Watch the fireworks, folks. A smooth 6 points of damage on turn 2. Alright, that gets +2. This is so good, this card here. It can't be blocked by creatures with 2 or less. That's so good. This card's almost too good if you ask me. Yeah, I'm taking 4 points here, unless you got something else to play with all this mana. Oh, wow. Alright, we're just going to give folks at home a look at this. Alright. We drew a Rimrock Knight here. That's not half bad. Now, what do we actually play here? So, we're going to do something we normally don't do. Well, we will sometimes. It's still 4 points of damage, so we're still winning this race. We're going to do it. Because we're not... Oh, no, cancel. I meant to play this. Oh, wrong phase. My bad. It's because of the way that they assign first strike damage. Almost like it's an extra phase of attack. It can throw you off a bit. So, yeah. We're just going to play Rimrock Knight here as a deterrent for them attacking. Because even though he can't block, they know if they attack with their creature and if they don't destroy this, it's coming. So we're putting the pressure. We'd like an extra land for Enix, but... moves had to be made. Yep, there's another 3/3. What's really sad is, if he could actually block, he could block that. And I would have really loved this to take this out. No! We got to blow up both of our creatures. He's still not gonna attack. There you go. Oh, this is kind of sucky. So we're just gonna, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna attack. Pressure. We gotta put pressure. You're not gonna do it. Oh, he's gonna do it. Okay, you did.
That's a fine trade.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well, we're fine with that. We need this land here, please. Come on, deck. No, that's bad. That's a 4/4. That whenever it mutates, it can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Come on, deck. Stop doing this to me. No attacks.
So I would have and stomped it when it blocked.
That's fair. That's a fair play. I'm giving it one more turn. Because he only has one card in his hand, I'm giving it one more turn to see what happens here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oof. Questing Beast is one of those where you read the card right and you look at the cost and power and toughness and it's already okay. Then it's got keyword abilities which would make it playable, and then it has text on top of that.
So we have a nickname around these parts of the world for Questing Beast. It's actually called Texting Beast. Because all it does is bring the text. And if we would have drawn the land here, folks, we would have been okay. But no. Now we can maybe we can do something. Come on, block. He's not gonna block.
He is. Robber of the Rich?
No. I'm gonna do what you said earlier.
Okay. Same outcome.
Right. Sort of.
You get a Bone Crusher Giant in your thing instead of the Robber of the...
Yep.
Wait, no. I was thinking Rimrock Knight. My brain was...
Yeah, if I had a Rimrock Knight, it would have been similar, yeah.
Sorry. My brain was wired back.
And we just couldn't draw the third mana. GG's. Nothing we could do. We just couldn't draw that third mana, folks. 24 lands plus 2 extra pseudo lands, and we just couldn't draw them.
22 plus 2 pseudo lands.
Yeah, which for a grand total of 24. That's where I got that number from.
Yeah.
Man. There is a gambling aspect to Red, and I would consider myself a gambling man. And what a name here, folks. I'm glad he kisses his mother with that mouth, because I'm sure I would. Yep, this is a keep. Unfortunately, folks, this is a keep. We have to gamble again, because it doesn't get much better than this.
This is a pretty good gamble, though.
It is. We draw one land, and we're in the clear. All we have to do, folks, is draw one land. One measly little mountain. Can we do it? We need that spirit bomb for the Genki Dama. Where our grand total of 0 viewers giving us the Genki Dama we need.
There's one viewer.
Oh, we have one viewer. Cool. Send your energy this way. We need a mountain here, folks. Or a Castle Empress, that'll do. Okay, who's playing first? Black. And we got there. Thank you to our one viewer who stuck with us long enough to see that small miracle happen. Happens every day. It's a miracle. I, for one, like these celestial-looking lands. I am a big fan of these. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that constellation.
I don't like the forest.
You don't like the forest of it? The forest
Nope. It is too blue for me.
The green is too close to a shade of blue?
Yes.
Fair. I like this.
Like, if I'm not actually paying enough attention, and I just see that card, and I don't process it completely, I'm like, oh, they're playing islands. Where are they getting all this green mana from?
Right.
Like, that's how blue that card is to me.
So he's going to play the 1/3 on we're going to get this card. How many times have we seen this card today? How many times do we like seeing this card? Are we happy? Are we happy about this card? Do we like this card? We don't have to like this card. We have to get to know this card. This is the only card we're ever gonna see for the next infinity. Years, Chad. Years we're gonna see this nonsense. This specific thing is going to drive our lives insane. Madness here, folks.
You know, by saying that, you're gonna make it come true. They're just gonna keep reprinting it year after year.
Oh, I know!
So it doesn't ever rotate out.
No, I know! And then our creature's gonna get countered. Like, this is gonna drive me up the wall. Actually, that's wrong. It's gonna drive me up the other wall, because I'm already halfway up the first wall. I'm gonna go across the ceiling, and I'm gonna, yep, because of course you do. Hole is 1 point of damage, jerk. But the magic gods are being friendly to us because we're not getting... Oh, never mind. He played the third land. Darn it. Stop milling me. Alright. I've had enough of your nonsense. Die in a fire. Go, my little 1/1. My champion. Go. Ride into the infinity. This guy's been such a trooper. This is one of the best rares in that whole set. I mean, what a knight. What a guy. Alright. I think we all know where this is going. Do we trust blue here? I think we trust blue here. We know they have something because the game is giving them time to respond to our card. So we know we have something they could play. Ah, yes. Mystical Dispute. You still take one, bad. That's why we're holding on to these slaying fires for dear life.
Actually, I believe there is an option in the game for it to always pause even when you don't have something.
Yes, that is called full control.
The intention is to be able to bluff.
Yes.
That's why that option is in the game.
Is he gonna counter a verb? Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright. So we have 10 points of damage in hand. Over 3 cards. 8, 9, 10. So that's how we intend on winning this game. Provided we don't get counterspelled to death. Come on, you clown! I mean, you're so bad you called yourself a clown. Come on now. And this is why folks don't like playing online, because they have to play against guys called this. I don't even know why they allow names like this. They can't not do it, I guess. All I know is this Arizona energy is giving me the energy I need. Man, if I got an Arizona... Oh, Slither Wisp, uh-oh. This is a pretty good card. I don't know why these rogue decks don't play this more often. Like, it's really good. Now here's what we're gonna do about this card, though. No, wait, no, cancel. We can't do that. We have to save this for their face. So we're gonna do this instead. This doesn't have any abilities we're only worried about. We're gonna hit them with the thing. They're probably just gonna pass because they have a bunch of cards with flash or that are could be played on the other person's turn. Really? You're gonna attack here. Please do. Your creature is dead. That's not gonna, yeah, oops indeed. Clown. Yeah. Way to read the cards there, buddy. It's this little old thing we in our group we call game text. It's very relevant. It's very relevant, folks. It's called game text. It's quite relevant. Should I have played that? Yes, because I can destroy this Guild Enforcer with it. Did a Fireblade Charger. Mwah. Very excellent card. Works well with Embercleave.
It does.
Works very well with Embercleave, but alas, we're not playing the version of the deck with Embercleave. No attacks, as it would be not worth it. Okay, yeah. Ooh, a Royal Eruption. I'm going to bait out a counterspell by playing this Royal Eruption on their creature. If it works, we get to attack for 2 points. If it doesn't, we've gotten rid of a counter spell. Here we go. 1 down, on with the war, no attacks. We have to get rid of these counter spells somehow. It has to happen. I'm sure their deck is filled with nothing but counter spells. But we have to get to a point where we can hit them over the head with these slaying fires. Alright, Rimrock Knight. That means we just get to attack here. If I was them, well, no. I don't know what I would do if I was Humpy the Clown. Yeah, they're going to take this damage right on the nose. And we're going to attempt to play this Bone Crusher Giant. We could leave up Slaying Fight. No, I didn't. 1 more point of damage and then we're going to leave up these Slaying Fighters. Wow. Just all the counter spells. That's fine.
That one's not actually a counterspell.
It's not.
It gets rid of the spell, but it's not.
It's not a technical counterspell. You are correct. It might as well be a counterspell in this instance.
Yeah. It only matters if you have something that can't be countered.
Not only that, it matters if you have something that can deal with enchantments. Okay, Clown, what do you got? More mana? That's great.
Yeah, if this were best of 3, I would have something in the sideboard that could deal with enchantments.
In red, that's far and few between.
It is.
But I'm sure it exists in some form.
There's probably an artifact or
Enchantment card, like naturalized for red. I know there's ones for artifacts. I don't know so much about enchantments. Okay, I took my 3 points. Do you have any other plays? You don't. That's great. Okay, so start off by attacking. Actually, 3, 4, 6. Let's see. This may be cheeky, but we're gonna try something here.
double Rimrock.
Yes, double Rimrock Knight. This'll get them to start spending some spells. Yeah, we're gonna hit them with 6 points. That way, one of these slaying fires can do the trick. What say you now, Clown? And then this is going here.
Okay. He should realize that he has to spend the counter here. He might have been weighing whether to do it or not on the other one, but
it's fine with me. Well, he's okay. That's fair. Cool. I'm not concerned with any of this.
no.
They're good cards. Like, this is a really good card, so is this, but it doesn't concern me simply due to the fact that I have 2 of these. Now, I can't play them both at the same time, but Spikefield has it. Juicy. Let's go for it. Show me potato salad. Survey says we all hold our breath here as Humpy the Clown makes the fateful decision whether or not. There you go. There you go. This is going to get played as a land. So I can play this next turn for this.
Okay.
If I play this, that's 3 points. No attacks. We just gonna have blockers. I have 2 4-cost spells in my hand. That's why we play Spikefield Cave as a land here. And these two 4-cost spells will make a difference. I know this one will, at least. Gosh darn it. This attacking is going to be a big problem. You can pull something from... It may not matter. None of this stuff is flying.
Your Phoenix of the Ash is also in the graveyard.
Yes, yes it is. But that may not matter. I mean, if he can grab this, so what? Assign this to you? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have did that differently. Yeah, because then I could have played this along with that and deal 3 points of damage. That was a bit of a misplay on my part. But we're going to make them have it next turn. We have 2 chances to force them to have it. We probably have more of these. I mean, it's a good chance they have it, but these are the risks you take.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn is over, sir. Person, whomever. So, here's what we do. Now
Do you want to escape the Phoenix, or do you want to try to stomp them?
We're gonna try stomping them. We're gonna try stomping them. Because we can still play a Rimrock Knight. Of course you have it. Of course you have it. Why does this draw you a card? Like, what is this? So either way, it wouldn't have mattered. Maybe I should have played Slaying Fire, but I still have a chance at that.
Yeah.
Really? More Slither Wisps? Really? You just have a bunch of these things? No attacks. Really? It still doesn't matter. No, that's not GG's, dude. Oh, you have a bunch of things that's gonna kill me like that? The fact that it just draws all these cards doesn't make sense. That's why I lose. I lost because this draws you a card. Like, why does that draw you a card? Why don't all these things just let you keep cycling through your deck? Yeah, I lost. Gosh darn it. Maybe I should have played Slaying Fire. We have no way of knowing. I lost because that creature said you get to draw a card every time you play a flash spell. That's why I lost. That guy had no cards in his hand. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Cards are unfair, man. Like, why do they just make so many cards that just give card advantage so easily? So easily. Doesn't even matter. This is a mulligan. Yeah, this is an easy mulligan. This is... yeah, you're going. There's no actual guarantee I'm going to be able to play that card. No, the Rimrock Knight isn't the worst. At least I can play it. Alright, so... Yup, white-black. Clerics. This is going to get... Every time he gains life, this is going to get a 1-1 counter, so... We have to blow this up immediately. With urgency. We drew out the land, so it's a miracle we can play Slaying Fire. We were so close in that last game. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. But what can be done? This is another card that needs to go before it gets out of hand. You know, as you can see there, folks. So we're gonna go with the old. Let's see if they attack. Let's see if they block here. No block. Okay, that works. Like, this card is so important. I'm going to spell this spell. The cards that I'm worried about are the cards that have these, how you say, continuous effects that can snowball out of control. Because if I ignore them now, they'll get bigger later and then we'll just lose. So, we're going to play this. And we're going to attack with both. They'll get powered up. Be 2 power first strikers. Giving him no good blocks. Yep. Whenever another non-token creature dies, he gets a token. If that was a cleric, and he gets a bunch of tokens. I'm not gonna play the Rimrock Knight here. I was very tempted to play Rimrock Knight as a creature. Not gonna do it. Next turn we're gonna play Phoenix of Ash and see what happens.
Okay, I like that.
He could easily block the Phoenix of Ash, but we're fine. It comes back. Heart Attack, fine. Heart Attack and Fervent Champion. I like that. Not spending on my better creatures. Very nice. Let's play this. Now he might block here, which is very good for us. So we can use Rimrock Knight's ability. So it all kind of works itself out. Wow, nothing? He's going to take the 3 points. That works for me. No more please. Alright, he's down 10 points. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that gets 1/1 and indestructible, whatever. Aha, okay. We're going to have to attack this next turn. And we're going to have to use a Rimrock Knight on top of the Phoenix of Ash. Are you going to attack, sir? No, you won't. Alright, that changes things. I'm going to play this. That's a given. And we're going to attack everything at Mr. Ket here. I suspect a block, which I'm okay with. Do me a favor and block my 1/1. He blocks Robbers of the Rich, that's fine. I'm going to play this either way. We'll play this here. And
You could play the other one on your Robber of the Rich too.
that's the plan. You called it. That's the plan. We're going to destroy this. We're going to attack here, and we're going to get in for a point. Ah, very good. He gets to draw 2 cards from that. So, but that did, however, exile battlefield. Okay, sure. I'm gonna play both of these. To put some pressure on our opponent who's down after health here. Really? That's fine. Anything else? Hopefully we draw land. Yeah, no, he had something else. Cool. We can do both of these things at once. That works. And we're going to do this. Now we have a 4/3, and you have 2 cards in your hand. Do you have it? He does not. That's kind of not what we wanted to see here. We're going to attack. If he blocks, we'll use Castle Ember's ability to give our creature an extra power. We should have did that anyways. Whoops. That went a little faster than I was ready for.
No more first strike phase.
Yeah. This is a teensy bit annoying. Yeah, lose a life here, please. Thank you. Very good. Alright. What are you going to do? Attack me for 2? What's this ability? Creatures gain lifelink and in return you can pay 5 for that. That's fine. Let's see what happens. You are first person. This is a tough decision. No, you need to be exiled. It's your ability. If you turn somehow, you get a 5/5 out of that deal. For insurance, you'll gain a life here. Oh, Angel of Destiny. Oh no. That's a problem. It's a big problem here, folks. So, I'll let y'all just read this card. get a good, nice look at that card. I wanted to build a deck around this, but I don't have enough cards to do it. Mythic wild cards.
He does have an uphill battle on that.
He does, because he said 6, but he has a cancel. Wait, can I do this twice? No. We don't have 6, I have 4. That's kind of pointless, so no tax. Oh no! No, it's all getting out of hand. Oh wow! He just pulled all the best cards out of his deck in one turn. Oh no. It's over. I'm gonna lose. Oh no. This plus this is gonna win him the game if I don't pull something quick. And we just lost. We have no good attacks. We have nothing. This is a loss. This is move. Now what we can do here is we can do this. You get to draw a card. In response, we do this. So we're just gonna do it anyways. Cool. That goes away. We take 2 points. Not that it mattered. Creature gets 1 for each charge counter on this thing. Never the creature. Yeah, uphill battle, you say. Nope. And we just can't draw the thing to blow this up. This is GG. There's no way we can do it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how clerics work in modern MTG. Yes, clerics are a thing. Oh, what do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? Do we play our own white deck? Ooh, what do we do? Do you want to see another deck? Anybody want to see another deck? Or do we just keep going with red? What do y'all think?
I wouldn't mind seeing another deck, but...
Alright, let's try this one. Let's go with this. We're going to play white. I have a mono white deck here that I put together with some cards I have on the side. And we get the immediate bad matchup. I got a feeling we're going to be playing something. Alright. So the idea of this deck is artifacts plus white equals really cool stuff because of this card. So it's a deck built around all that glitters. This is kind of a keep. This is also an enchantment. This is an artifact. This guy's an artifact. This is an artifact. Makes it big, all that glitters, plus ginger brew, which you can make it so he's hard to block. And then you can... Let's play this first. Then you can get him lots of damage. That's the idea here, folks. Which is really cool. I drew all the cards at once. Now, a small sequencing thing, Chad. You don't play your haste creatures right away. You play them after your other creatures, thus you can attack all at once. Sequencing thing there. I think 4 is about when you're 4 counters on this is about when you're out of range of most red destruction spells. About 4 or 5. There's a couple of ones that deal 4, but those are less. You don't see those as much. Okay, Season Hollow Blade. I have a couple of these myself. That's fine. Guys, I'm not really worried about that. So we're gonna get in for some damage. Glorious Anthem. I got a lot of good plays here, chat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for damage. We're gonna play this on here. Then what we're gonna do is make this only being able to be blocked by creatures with haste. Then we're gonna go next. Just attack with this. And we're gonna end our turn. our opponent was tapped out and just had this up, so I wasn't immediately upset. Okay. I play a couple of these myself. That's annoying, but it'll be fine. That's why we went for the damage here, chat. This doesn't have lifelink. It gives him flying and first strike, and +2/+2. Oh, well, speak of the devil. And it shall appear. Well, we got a lot of plays here, but this is what we're actually gonna do. We're gonna play this glass casket, which is an artifact. On this creature here, our opponent's tapped out. Then we're gonna go for 6 points. Bang, pow. Very good, very good. We could play a 1/1 Stone Cold Serpent. Very tempting, but no. Alright, 4 mana. What you got for us? What you got for us? So far, what do you think of this deck?
It's okay.
No, I'm just going to that.
I don't know about its consistency yet, so.
Ah, that's fair. This wasn't the worst matchup that could have been. Equipped warriors have double strike. That's not good. So what we're gonna do here is go for the damage. So we're gonna play this, and we drew this land. This was a perfect draw, actually. Land is good. We're gonna go like this. I don't even think that's necessary here. Actually, do we just win? No, we don't. Doesn't matter. We get to actually just attack here for 7 points. Bang! 7. We'll play this just in case we need to block. We can't block this, but I don't think they're going to do 22 points of damage in a single turn. So yeah, I expect you to explode here. Ooh, no. Then we're going to play Glorious Anthem, which is also an enchantment on top of being a +1/+1. So, no. Alright, let's try it again. That's 2021 white, ladies and gentlemen. Mono white for the modern era. Alright. I said that on purpose.
Okay.
Folks don't like white folks. Something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, cool. I told you I also have a couple of these in this deck.
Yeah.
It's just a good card. We're going to keep this hand. Very similar to our last hand. We're going to planes. I don't have any fancy planes, but I really dig... my favorite planes cards, I'm very big on land art, are the planes that have the amber waves of grain.
It's like me. I like islands that have islands on them.
Yes! This is a plane with a plane on them. But, I mean, that's not hard to do. Uh-oh. We got this going on. That's not good. Good thing we didn't play Ginger. Alright.
Like, there was a trend for a while with a bunch of these islands where it's a river or a fjord
Or a stream of some sort. Like, yeah, they still do that. They still very much do that.
Like,
Or like a bowl of water in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's just silly.
it's like,
Ugh. This thing with death touch. Like, this gives first strike, right? Yeah. So we're gonna do very similar to our what our last opponent did. Oh yeah. You know what? Why not? Let's go with some RNG here, folks. So we have Crystalline Giants in this deck. What he does is, when you play him, he's a 3/3, but he gets a random ability counter. Let's go with some RNG. So I pulled these from packs. I'm still going to attack with our Season Hollow Blade here, because I don't need mana for his ability. What did he get? He got first strike. That's pretty good. Yeah, is he going to block here? I can discard a land to make this indestructible. It'll be tapped, though. So, yeah. Ooh, 3 points of damage. Is that lifelink? It does. The big kind of drawback to this deck is it doesn't have lots of creature removal. There's not a whole lot of creature removal you can put. Like, you can only put so much. It's white. I have some, but I don't have heaps, you know. It's not like the red deck where you can just blow up whatever they're doing.
I guess. I mean...
It's not even worth it.
White creature removal tends to be in enchantments anyway, so there's that stuff.
These are gonna be the death of me, Chad. Let's see. Big ginger root, this, and this all at the same time. I think that's my best bet. So I need a big life linker here. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna play this. This. I'm gonna put this here. Give us a big life linker. What did this get? Vigilance. That's what vigilance looks like. The little vigilance, the eyeball on the little flag or shield or whatever you call it. Do I attack here? Yes, with this. Alright. Now we got a nice big life linker. Counteract their nonsense. We're gonna play this on this next turn and see what happens. This Rated Scorpion. It's a flying card. Oh no! Oh, he played that. Okay. Whew. Ouch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So it'd be +3/+3. This would give me flying though, and +2. So another one. This is the play. Let's put that there and get us 7 points of lifelink. He's still winning the race by a lot, but this will put some things into perspective. Next turn, we just play the all-out glitters and go nuts.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna, do I block here? No, I just take this damage. I just absorb all the damage. Play this. Okay. Do I play this on this in order to make? Okay. The idea is we play this here to spread around the love a little bit in case something happens here, and then we can make this a hard to blockable. So we're just gonna go like this, and I think our enchantments are gonna see us through. Yeah, that's 8 points. All right. So we just did 14 points. I want to say.
Yep.
He's doing 8, 9, so we're kind of good. Although he's playing black, so he could draw the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Wow, that's.
So you don't have to sacrifice that creature. You could sacrifice the ginger fruit, I believe.
I could, but it's just gonna keep being annoying. So. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature.
Yeah. So you could either sacrifice the thing with the enchantment on it, which gets rid of the enchantment.
Oh, this is great. This is exactly kind of what we wanted. This is perfect. We can grab one of these. And this is an artifact. Very nice, very nice. Bang!
You lose that creature at the end of the...
I'm aware. We probably lost this game. I'm super aware. It was just the best play I could make at the time. This thing was the death of me, just like I said, because it has lifelink. That's the only reason. And that's the icing on the cake. And Lura shows, and you just lose. I don't know. I was 2 games with that deck. Let's try it. Let's try another. Like I said, creature removal's at a premium. If this doesn't work, chat, we're gonna try a control deck. 3-color control deck. This is a keep. These crystalline giants are questionable. Selfless Savior, on the other hand, is not questionable. Look at that guy. You gotta have him in your deck. He's so cute. Yeah, I caught something cute. good dog. Now, if we could just draw that third land. And the Birth of Memphis. This is a good card.
Do you have any of those? Because they would work in this deck.
I could. I do. This deck, this is a work in progress, this deck. Let's just attack for 3. If you play one of these, I don't know. What do you think? Play one, not play one?
I say wait until next turn.
Okay. They're temporary.
They are, but
Their wall sticks around. There's
like, you know, on that second turn, you've got a temporary +1 plus the extra 1 for the wall.
yeah, this one really works. It's actually very much works. Put that here. Oh, tags. Actually, I should have tagged. Oh, I did.
I'd actually like to see a historic version of this with,
Well, that's a very completely different looking deck.
with the thing from Ixalan that gives you vampires and turns into a Dante the First Floor.
Oh yeah, there's a mono white like creaturey kind of deck in what you call there's a mono white deck that's popular in historic format. All right, I just can't draw that third land, but we're doing a little bit of damage. We're getting a little bit of life. Oh wow, look at this. What are we playing? Draw cards for each color. Wow, this is getting weird. Alright, well I can get rid of this.
Yeah, Glass Casket.
Yep. Oh, I don't have the 3 manas. Or the 2 mana to eat the cookie. The cookie monster. Can I draw planes here? No, I cannot. I'm not allowed to draw 8 planes. Give me that. I need that. You don't need that. We're gonna... And it was a fun game. But not a very good game. As they say, we were here for a good time, not a long time. We weren't beating Ugin. Alright, folks, as promised, we're going to try the 3-color control deck. Let's lose some more points! The reason I'm willing to lose all these points is because at each, there's a floor you can't go under. USA.gov. This is a Giants deck. Now what that means is, I have a lot of Giants in this deck, and they all have a synergy. So you're thinking to yourself, why aren't you just playing mono red the whole time? As we mulligan into a far worse hand. Alright. Why don't we just play mono red the whole time and just, struggle it out that way? This keeps our mind fresh. Sometimes you have to play these other things so you don't, go nuts. Because sometimes you will, kind of, go nuts and just... It's rough. It's very rough. Let's try. Yep. This is a control deck, folks. If we didn't have this planes, I wouldn't have kept this in the deck. Kept this in. Giant killer, really? It's a funky looking giant killer. Alright, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna play this. We're gonna blow this guy up. We're gonna put a card in our deck. We're gonna put Dream Tron back in our deck. To draw Dream Tron. Very good deck.
I'm sorry.
No! You can laugh at that. You can most definitely laugh at that. That was actually, you know. That's precisely why I have that card in this deck, though, versus just something else. Because the idea there is, oh yeah, we're gonna keep that. So this is a control deck. The idea is we win the game with these Dream Trawlers after, you know, whittling our opponents down to dirt. Yeah, we're gonna Essence Scatter Lurrus here. After whittling our opponents down to, you know, no cards basically, and we're not gonna play anymore. And the reason I built this deck is because I pulled 4 of these out of packs.
Okay.
This is kind of a pile, not really. It's a collection of cards that I had kind of left over from other deck ideas and things like that. There's things I can do. What does it do? Scry and then draw 2 cards? Sure, by all means. So what I'm actually going to do here in response to that is I'm going to flash this creature in. It's a 3/1 flying. I want to get some damage on the board.
Okay.
I'm going to play this Triome as an actual land here. So we want to get to our Sphinx here. Because we do win by attacking, so we have to get something going. We have a Mystical Dispute. They're also playing blue, which is very good. I put these in the deck as a hedge because I figured we were going to see a lot of blue in the metagame anyways, and so far I've been kind of right. Oh yeah, no, we don't want you to have that creature. You may not pass go. That's fine. Yeah, we need this. So we're gonna play this whilst we have the chance. Attack for 3. We don't have any cards in our hand to give this hexproof, but you know.
We'll have cards in our hands soon.
Yes. Sarah's Lieutenant. That's fine. Their creatures don't have flying, so it's fine. Crystalline Giant, huh? That's fair. So we're not gonna play that right away because it kind of doesn't matter if we do. I mean, it would have got a token, but so be it. We got a Frantic. Yeah, let's play this. That'll draw us another card, putting this ability up 1 further. Smack. And we're gonna hold on to this Plains. I want to keep this in hand for a Dream Trawler. So I don't feel that this very impacts the game as much as Dream Trawler does.
Okay.
Maul of the Escape Claves, huh? I'm not impressed. Okay, you have a 4/4 lifelink. Big whoop. That does have vigilance. Uh-oh. This is a problem. Oh, it's annoying. Sure. I have 26. Do your worst. This has vigilance. It's kind of annoying. Hopefully I can draw something for that. That's kind of something. It's not really something though. Alright, so what can I do here? Anything that's going to impact combat? Not really. This might trade as best I can hope for, so we're going to go for that. I'm going to definitely do it. Essence Scatter is not bad.
Keep in mind you can stop it if necessary.
Stopping this, that doesn't impact the damage.
No, it doesn't. I thought, can Brazen Borrower not be blocked?
Brazen Borrower can only be blocked by can only block creatures with flying. So he could have blocked here if he wanted, but he wants to get this off the table.
Fair.
Oh, I'm super confused. Why didn't that die? Oh, first strike. Gosh darn it. I forgot what that stupid maul does. Now we play this. And we're going to play this as a creature. Darn it. I just lost. Yeah, this has like all the abilities in the book. I forgot about first strike. Gosh darn it. And yeah. First strike, lifelink, vigilance. Just build your own Baneslayer Angel. I'm in trouble. He's gonna play whatever he wants here. I do have things to get rid of this in the deck. I just have to find them. I have like unsummons. Really? Well, yup. GG's. Maybe I shouldn't have played this after all. I still have things. It's not over. I can still draw my... I have board sweeps and stuff in this deck. This game isn't exactly over. There's just not a whole lot I can do to him. Yeah, game, I understand. He's attacking with this. There's nothing I can do about it. I can block this with this next turn, but still gain 5 life. Come on. Like, what's up, game? Yep, just Magic Arena things. Just Magic Arena things. Yep, you go to 17. You get to draw a card. Come on, board sweeps. Really? I got card draw spells. I got all kinds of stuff in this deck. I just can't seem to draw any of it. Yeah, not keeping up Essence Scatter here was a big problem. What's this? Menace? That's actually pretty good. Still gonna block though, doesn't matter. Yeah, I screwed the pooch on this. It's all my fault. Yeah, he's gonna gain a bunch of life. I had no business. I shouldn't just quit. It doesn't matter. These are in the deck because they're giants, because I have the big giant that wipes the board. It says destroy all non-giant creatures. That's what we're kind of hoping here for. Hey, was it like a plain cloak giant or something like that? I could have countered that. I don't think it mattered. I'd rather counter this. That's a much better creature. This is a really good card. It's a really good card for EDH as well. It's just single. Here doesn't really matter. Yep, now he's got 27. I got 1 draw left. Come on, deck. Oh. I'll show you all the card I was looking for in a second. I made bad plays. I didn't pay attention to game text. Game text is relevant. You should read it sometime. It's a very interesting read. The card I was looking for here, folks. Oh no, that's long out. Yeah. Oh, that's how I was feeling. This is what I was looking for. This card here. Let's turn this way. This Realm Cloak Giant. Destroy all non-giant creatures. That's why this is in the deck and this is in the deck. So they're giants, right? So I get a couple of these into play. Play one of these. The idea is you destroy all their creatures and they just lose. We got all the lands we could muster. Like I got most of these lands offhand. Like I didn't spend actual wild cards for these, so I was able to kind of just like get these. So I just decided like why not? And I had a lot of these cards. Like this is a card I would have really liked to see in that game at some point. Things like that. Things like that. So let's see. Right? It's only 5. It's only 5 p.m. How you feeling right now?
No, it's 6.
Oh, it's 6? Is that an hour? Like, is this...
It's 5:40. You're just not looking at it.
No, I did. It said 5:40, and I said, it's only 5 o'clock yet.
Yeah, and...
It's not...
Okay, you and I are disagreeing about what 5 and 6 are.
Right, it's closer to 6 than it is 5. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
What I'm asking you is, we've been streaming for a while. Let me just actually check something.
We've been streaming for 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 2 seconds. 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
Where do you see that? Oh, right there? Cool. You want to keep going or no?
I'm a bit tired, but, so I don't want to keep going, but we should keep going.
Uh-huh. We don't have to. It's up to you.
I'm gonna say...
How about this? We'll play 1 mill deck. We'll play 1 more match for fun. We'll use, we'll play, let's see, something for fun. Something fun. This will be fun. Yeah, we'll try to mill someone out for fun. One last fun one. And then we'll open some packs and we'll call it a stream. Thanks for, palling with me.
Sure.
I hope...
No, this was fun.
Is it a thing? Would you ever do this again?
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna keep this hand. I know this isn't an island. I know this isn't an island on this island, but this art is really cool.
That art isn't that bad. I'll give you that.
Like when I saw this grid, I was like, yeah, it's not an island, but it's really blue. I mean, they're sort of islands. I guess they're clouds. Like, it's just a really cool art. This is a mill deck, folks. I have Teferis in it. I have stuff. The idea here is you mill them out. Like, we're gonna play this mill. We're gonna mill our opponent 4 cards. We probably should have kept up Essence Scatter here. We have Frog and Fly to turn their creature into a 1/1 frog. We're probably playing as mono green here. Oh no, green blue. Lotus Cobra. Alright, so. Oh no, do not play that first. I almost missequenced here, knowing because I got Rune Crab. Now we play our land.
And turn his Cobra into a frog.
Actually, I don't want to do that.
Really?
Because I have his Essence Scatter, so I'm going to let him get his mana, and I'm going to let him play his big thing and then counter it. That's the
Okay.
idea.
I just don't trust people mana ramping against me.
Well, no, we don't trust them. That's why we're going to try to let them punch ourselves out. Okay. Yeah, you can go away. Now we turn this thing into a thing because he'll only have 2 mana. So that saved us a bunch of stuff. He missequenced that. He should have played his land first, regardless of what he was going to play. I see what he tried to do there, but it's kind of better. Alright, let's turn this into a thing. Let's play this land and mill our opponent for another 6. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Play his Vantress Gargoyle. Now we don't care if this card blocks. It's not here for that. It's here to mill our opponents down. It can attack too, so. I don't trust my opponent's ramping either, but I was willing to give it one more turn and try to get value out of our counter spell. And Fable Passage gets Mountain. Oh no, 4-color ramp. Ah, the story has been told. The story is told. And useless Rune Crab. Well, not useless quite. Next, let's attack with this. Can attack this guy. Next 2 attackers. Attack with this guy for 5 points. Boom. The idea is deck is to win by mill, but this guy also can put some pressure. Yeah. Yep. Oh, cool. We'll draw a card here. Sneak. Ooh, that's actually kind of good here. We get to turn the Jets up on these guys. Boom. Next turn is GG's. If he doesn't have anything for these gargoyles, he loses. This is mana. I wouldn't have picked this one. I would have got the white one that stops my creatures. Maybe he's got the rest of them. I get the blue. Okay, that's drawing cards. Do you have the other one, the white one? The white one taps creatures. I guess you can deal a bunch of damage. No, you're out of mana. Well, no. Oh well. It may or may not work. Yeah, they're tapped. Yeah, they're... Oh, you get to play that. Darn it, now you get to use this. That's... Oh, wait. No. Okay. So let's do this first. Mills in for 2. That was me. Scribe. Pick this. This can go here.
Really? That is not what I would have done.
You would have put them both to the bottom?
No, I would have kept the land.
The land? What's the land going to do for me here?
You have 3 land drop creatures.
Oh yeah, I have 3 of these. I forgot. I don't play this deck very often. He's gonna destroy both of my. He's gonna destroy my thing here with his one. He's gonna use this.
Like, I mean.
Yeah, I did.
I get your instincts, but.
This is the last game, folks. I'm running on fumes. I could probably do this for another 2 hours, but like I should, but it's not gonna matter.
But no, I would have left them both on top with the land on top of the Brazen Borrower.
Yep. I mean, we're gonna lose anyways because this guy's playing this, and he assembled alliance here, so we're never gonna win.
I don't think I like the. I guess that's the foil effect in Arena.
Yeah, it's the foil effect. The borderless stuff.
No, where it's like a 3D thing inside when you mouse over it.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, it sways.
Like, that almost makes me sick.
I was gonna say, you know what you can do, emotional sickness. This guy's gonna make a million cats. Like, this guy's just gonna troll at this point. The fact that this deck even is a thing is pretty sad. Yeah, we were never gonna win. I picked the wrong thing. Nope. Yeah, we're gonna end this thing on a loss here, chat. So I screwed the pooch. How many cards do you have in this deck? 13? Dang, I should have kept that land. You were right. I screwed up. I misplayed. Okay, let's go.
Actually, never mind. He gets rid of all your green crabs.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Actually, that doesn't matter. What it was supposed to cause this. He got rid of our whole field. Never mind. See. We're gonna try one more time with this deck and then call it. I wanna try one more time. That went quicker than I thought. Let's lose all our points. All the points we gained during the whole stream, we're gonna lose them all just playing fun decks. That's what happens. That's what happens. I can get all those points back off stream if I was really.
Well, yeah. If
I'm trying to make this mildly entertaining and break up some of the monotony of just playing all this stuff. Yep. This is a keep. So we play this. Play Moon Crab. We got these in the deck because you can't counter everything. Let's play this. Do. Million for 4. Show me what's in your deck. Oh, this is another popular deck. Basically, red, black goodies. Super popular championship streamer Jim Davis played this exact deck all the way to Mythic. So we're gonna draw 2 cards here. We're looking for land. Get it. We drew that Ruin Crab in a very funky way of doing it. So we're not gonna attack. Okay. Yeah, so that's how this guy feels about it. He could play this for 3, which will actually wouldn't bother me much. Right, Brazen Borrower. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna draw some cards. Draw 2. See if we draw a land. That's fine. We do not. So what we do need to do here, though, is we need to play this.
I actually would have milled him.
We could have milled him for 4.
So my logic there is you could have played the Rune Crab on your next turn.
This what I was.
And
Yeah, I get it. All right, so he did. So we actually have a turn here, so we get to do this. We actually have a turn here. Cool. We're gonna discard a card. We're gonna discard. This is a tough choice. Discard. You actually might enjoy this deck. Cool. That's fine. Okay, so this is where discarding that land bites us in the butt. We gotta frontfire this guy. That's just order of operations here. Now we can mill this guy. 4 cards. this doesn't really bother me all that much. This had 4 power and toughness. Or power, I should say. It had 3 toughness. Exile healing cards. Does that have haste? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have haste.
Oh, haste. Sorry.
Haste, yes, that's what I meant. Haste. I'm sorry. I was getting a bit mumbly there. Oh, he took my drawing majig away. He didn't take this though, which is very weird. He should have definitely took that. Oh, it 1/1 counters. Yeah. What do I block here? This. Okay, game. Like, what's up? Oh, I think it froze on me. It didn't. Cool.
The cat was leaning on the keyboard.
Ah, it's probably the pause button. Oh, cool. So this is actually pretty neat here. So I don't have any ways to draw extra cards like I normally do, but I'm actually pretty good here. So what I can do is just wait. Like, time is on our side here.
He knows you have those brazen borrowers, but I wouldn't brazen borrow any of those.
No. If I do, it's gonna be the Murderous Rider. There's no real, like, good thing to do.
Using brazen borrower on something with adventure is kind of...
Is there a choice? There may not be a choice.
There may not be a choice.
I might have to stave off this damage. Like, yeah, I could give him this and then he'll be able to destroy a creature again and then blow this up. But, I mean, if I give him this, he can replay it. It's like, they're all replayable at this point. So, yeah, I'll take the 3 points. Can I draw one of my better cards here? 20. Wow. He's gonna choose Brazen Borrower. That's so big. Like, who plays this card? I get to make a bunch of, oh, it's very Sulas, so he's gonna destroy this, and then all the other ones out of my deck are gonna come out of my deck, and then I'm gonna get a 2/2 zombie for my trouble. Like, this card is so sad.
It doesn't exile him from the battlefield. It only hits your hand in library. He just doesn't want any more Teferi's tutelage getting in.
I'm just drawing dead. Ladies and gentlemen, we are drawing dead. No, drawing absolutely dead. Like, we're gonna look like, yeah. I just lost because I drew dead, folks. That's how it is. This game really wants to end on a loss.
Actually, what's his deck at?
17. Like, we have a chance at it, but the problem is, there's like no honest way to do it. There just isn't. There's no real good way to do it. That duress was the clincher. That duress was totally the clincher. Yeah, I know. I take 3 points here. I got 3 turns to make a stand somehow. Yeah, that duress was the clincher. Yep. Well, you can't win them all. Or any of them, for that matter. Yep, that's how it happens, folks. Thank you for our 1 viewer for sticking with us, whoever it is. We'll play this. We scry into something good. Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, I'm gonna open this. We'll go like this. We'll go like this. Actually, no, that's really bad. Oh, I screwed that all up. Yep. GG's. Yeah, I screwed that all up.
I would throw the Brazen Borrower down here and block.
You can't block.
Can't block?
Only black creatures flag.
Okay.
He drew another one of those. If Raise and Borrower could block creatures, I would have played it that way differently.
Fair enough.
That would have been super different. I would've done that. So we're gonna end this off by drawing a couple of opening a bunch of packs and just trying to make ourselves feel better that way. Cause that's always how these things end. In sorrow. Do you know why? Because we don't spend money on this game.
I would have continued. I would have played that last turn.
Oh, that's a neat card. And it's a really popular one too. It's a shame I don't have any decks that can use this. Did we get anything good? No, we got this. This is a good card. This is a good rare. This is a good card. Yes, that's fine. And we're building towards this rare wild card. Got a common wild card, very good. We currently have 19 of those. We have a rare. Good. Boo. This is a neat card in concept, but it doesn't do anything for you. There's no reason to play like a... Oh, really cool. That's really cool. Like that. That's neat. Look a few of those. This is a good card. This is a really good card. I have 4 of those, though, unfortunately. Let's open some more packs. Come on, something good. This is a neat card. Gets played somewhere. It's a neat card. Let's see. This is a really good card. I like this card. I like that card a lot. Let's open some more packs. Boom. Another Cleansing Wildfire. We got 4 of those. We have 4 of those. That's a neat card. That's a really good control card. I like that. And the last but not least, give us something good. Alright, let's see. Nah, it's not good.
See, you got the Soaring Thought Thief and the Blue-Black Land. That's this game telling you should...
Build rogues like everyone else? Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Yep, and that them's the breaks. I'll just give you all a quick look at this deck. So I got 4 of these. We didn't see not a one. I got a couple of these. This. We didn't see a single one of these guys.
Yeah.
I pulled a couple. I actually pulled most of the cards out of this deck when I was getting a bunch of packs, just like how we were doing before. The card I don't have in this deck that I need to put back in this deck is the, let me just, what's the name of the card? Oh yeah. This card. This card needs to go back in the deck. I don't know why I was playing this deck without it. This card is really good. I don't know if I need 4, but we'll go to 2. And then we'll take shave off one of these, shave off one of these. Yes, and I kind of like that. This works really well, obviously, with where is it? Teferi's Tutelage. This is a good card in general. I might even go up to 3 of these.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do like that. And I might cut these completely. And add 4th one of these. Oh man, I gotta do it this way. That's how you do it. Add a 4th one of these. And
Do you have a 4th Teferi's Tutelage?
I do. And done. All right. Well, folks, we got about 2.5 good hours out of that. That felt longer than it was. That's 2.5 good hours it is. If the Gourmande likes, we can do this again with Gourmande. I think Gourmande added a lot to this us streaming, and I owe Gourmande a stream, so I'll do just that, and we'll see you all in the future. This concludes our broadcast day, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like what you saw here and you want more, please let us know. any which way possible by sending us a PM on Twitch of which. What do you like seeing us play? What games are popular for you guys? If you like Magic Arena, we can keep doing that. If you like Slay the Spire, we can keep doing that. If you like any of the other games that appear on your stream, we can keep doing that. One of these days, we gotta stream one of those live sessions y'all do with Discord.
So I would like to do that. The people of our group, half of them are privacy nuts.
Oh.
So.
Well, maybe we can convince some folks. But yeah, no, like I said, thanks for everything, you guys, and this concludes our broadcast day.